Welcome back. Welcome back. This is Shanika, your Celestic Jewelry Artist. And I wanted to come with a quick video to show you all. Look at the art picture that I have. So I have this canvas I was going to use for something else, but decided to go on and do another jewelry art on it. Why not? So let's see how this gonna go. Okay, make sure I got that up right. Yep, so it is a beautiful image, but we're gonna put this image on top. And I don't have to paint it. And this is an image of Christ going after the lost sheep. And when I saw this, you know, I'm getting ready for the craft fair. And I have a couple of other images I'm going to share with you. So I think let's work on this one. And as far as the white paper, once I actually glue it down, we're going to do some painting on top of it. So I kind of blend it in. Yeah, so we're going to use this picture. And only thing that I'm going to jewelry art on this image is the lamb. So I'm just going to do the lamb. And when I saw it, it made me think of this song. Now behold the lamb, the precious lamb of God. Now that's what it made me think about. However, I know the story of the lost sheep. And you know, so he will leave the 99 to go after the one. And that's very significant. That's why I got this image that I have. So I got this image. We're going to put this on today. But I'm going to share with y'all the other pictures that I could have used. Uh-oh. So we have this image of an angel. And of course, we know all about angels. So we have this image. And I do have another canvas. But we're just looking at this print right here of the angel. And I saw this one too. Here's another lamb with the cross. And when I do this one, I'm going to actually elongate my cross. And try to make him, let me see if I got a pencil, some legs. So I kind of try to make him some elongated as an example. Now y'all know I don't know what I'm doing. So I'll look at on how I can do that. But it's gonna be something like that, and then I will. Do I want it that? Yeah, I guess so, because it starts here, and I will have a ruler. Where's my ruler? It's over there. And I will have a ruler where I could get that straight. As an example. Right? Okay, let's see. Yeah, something like that. And as far as his because you know he's got a big chest, so I will probably go something like that, kind of just something like that. Make these back legs a little bigger, just something like that. So something like that. And I wouldn't do anything with it going horizontally, just the vertical part of it. So this is an example of what I would do. And of course paint it and make it probably about this length. But definitely I like this image. And the last one, I printed out this one. And it is the praying hands. Now, I don't know about this one 100% because I don't think I've ever done hands. So it's tough. And to get it really close to hands, I will have to use, I'm thinking some sort of chips versus beads. I will use some sort of chips. Something that I can maneuver all the way across. And then maybe even something for the nail bed. So I'm not sure about this one, y'all. But definitely we'll do the angel next. So those are some images that I have I wanted to show you all. Let's put that there. Put my pencil up. Yeah. So this is our image. I thought about what I do with the scissors on the table. I thought about getting my, what is that I have? My paper cutter. So I can cut it perfectly versus me trying to use it. Yeah, let me get my paper cutter because that way I can cut it perfect. What do I do with the paper cutter? Let me check this cabinet. Let's check this side. I just saw it. I believe I poured the paper cutter out. Yep, I poured the paper cutter out. Oh, here it is. Well, goodness. Okay. So let me cut the edges. I knew I had just had it. Versus scissors. Okay, so let's go this way. Just so it don't have that edge hanging. Okay. Because I was inside. Okay, now. That should be perfect. It's perfect, you guys. Yeah. And like I said, the image of Christ, I'm not doing anything to. The highlight of the artwork is going to be the lamb that I'm going to artwork. And instead of decoupaging it, I am going, I am going to just, but one thing about this glue, don't last long, don't it? Okay, I got to get some more glue sticks. Let's try this one. I just wanted to glue stick it and use a little bit of my, I was going to use this glue right here. It's what I prefer, but I can't get it open. And hubby taking a nap, so I don't want to bother him. So I'm going to use this glue stick and I don't want to use the other stick, but I see I'm going to use a spray adhesive next time. I don't have any. And this is really sticky. But one thing about it, it should stick. Let's see. And I'm going to put some on the back of the picture also. It's super sticky. And I don't even know it's supposed to be this sticky. It's normally supposed to be smooth. But I believe with me not using it, maybe that's why it's doing it. Okay. So, let's see. Make sure I got it right side up. I do. And let's put our, oh, it's good and sticky. It is definitely good and sticky. It's good and sticky. Like I should have moved it over just a little. There we go. And that's why I like using over just a tab. Okay, that's on, y'all, and it'll dry. And I can even go around the edges a little bit better. And don't forget, I'll be doing some painting, which I might just make it a short. I actually just got home, so I would do that today or tomorrow. Make a short. But I wanted to show you all, let's work on something new, because we finished our last artwork. And that's what this channel is about. Shanika Solistic Jewelry Art. So why not? And I really don't want the glue on the image because I don't know if it's gonna stick. If the paint is going to. So let me see if I can get some of that off. Yep. Okay. So this will be, well, hold up, because this not, and you want to make sure that that it's flat like that. That's what I'm going for. That's what I'm going for, like that. And I guess after I paint over, it won't be a problem. Oh, let me make sure the picture is straight. Yeah, it's straight. There we go. So it's on pretty good. And I will create a short for the painting. I'm not sure if I'm going to try to match it up with these colors. As far as like this deep brown. I'm not really sure yet. Yeah, but that's our next work we're gonna do. And I would take like a minute or two to show you all, even though we're not gonna start this until next month. I am going to do some, this is what I have. So I I got this out of one of my journal kits. Put this glue over here. I found this, I have this paper. And I am going to stick with a particular theme and color. And I'm going to try to do that. Let's kind of go up a little bit. Get you guys so you don't be so close. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, there you go. So I'm going to use this let's see. So this is a kit I have that I bought. And I absolutely love it. This is a kit. Uh-oh. I'll be painting it. And, oh, I had pulled this out of the page. I like with the carrots. But I end up finding, since this right here is going to be my garden club journal I'm creating, I'll show you all later on that. Because I didn't want to make my video long. But I am going to only use all of these butterfly papers. So for instance, we're going to be using this right here to create a page. And what I would do is I'm going to use this to create the page, and I will use, I just saw a plain piece. Where's that piece at? I have a plain piece, like this piece for instance. Or I won't even use the plain piece, but I will probably use it for this side because I don't want so much butterflies. But I'm going to try to just stay with a theme and not just make it an eclectic, but kind of make it where it's cohesive. And this is inspired by Josie's bird journal. I absolutely loved it. And I am going, and I see she does it to where it's like the similar style and paper. So let's say if I did this for this page, I also have a book. And it's so hard because you all know I'm so eclectic, where I don't like to do matchy, but I'm gonna try to stay in the same family of colors. So for this, I thought to use, when I got my little paper book, I was going to try to stay with one color scheme. Now I really like the yellow because of the front of the book. It'll pour these little yellows out. But my gosh, I was thinking the yellow was going to be really bright, but I kind of like it. So what if I did like this yellow? Because everything else going to be dark. Or even if I did like these patterns of blues, like I can use this plain blue in this pattern. Maybe, ooh, yes, maybe that. I don't know about that one. There's another plain blue. Here's another checkerboard, that one. But I was thinking of yellow, but I might change my mind because as I'm looking at it, I don't have enough yellow. It looks like it's just one page. So I am going to do this, and don't forget, this is a huge book. There is over at least 15 pages, and I'm guessing I didn't really count it. But I want to try to, because I'm done with this. I might add this right here. I don't want too much on that page. I don't want too much. Something like that. Because that's the group I'm with. But definitely I'm going to use, and this is the reason why I love the journal kits. And I'm always swapping and doing different things. But I said, you know what? Let me use the same thing. Let me just stick to a kit this time. So that's all I wanted to share with you all. You don't have to, and I know, oh my gosh, look at this beautiful butterfly envelope. I'm definitely going to use this as a pocket. Let me see if you can see it on another page. Because what I can do is use it as a pocket, and whatever I get in the mail from her, I can just stick it in there. Yeah, that is going to be adorable. So that's what I'm going to use. And let's see how it goes. I'm going to call this one Josie Inspired. And see if I can stay with the same thing. Because it is a garden. And I love all of the butterflies. And I love all of the flowers. And let's see if I have anything different. Yeah. Here's some more of that paper I was telling you about. And let me show you all this before I let you go. And see all of this beautiful. Oh my gosh, it is beautiful. Look at that butterfly. Look at that. So, I just got to decide the color. I've got the paper. And I wanted to carry it out throughout. And it might be too many pages because I need to save room. So as she brings me, send me items, I'm just going to try to just the subscription for about 3 months. For about 3 months. And even though it's so cheap, it's still, I just want to be mindful of my finances. And just give it a try. And just start saying, I am so excited, looking forward. So I'm going to give it about 3 months. But so I would try to do probably every other page and do something. But what I will do is I'm going to go on and create at least 2 of the pages with the same paper. Because I am going to carry it throughout. So, and look. I didn't even know this. I didn't even know that the paper, I can keep it thick or I can take it off and it'll make it thinner. Voila. So let's see. And you all hold on and let me glue these together. And I'll be right back to give you the example of what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's go back to the book. And it was taking me a little bit longer because I was ready to start doing details and I'm not ready for that yet. And so, for instance, oh my gosh, look at this, you guys. Isn't this so nice? Let me see if y'all can see it. Yeah. That, wind it up a little bit. Okay. This is so nice. And then I found this one, says lovely, with the butterfly and flowers and rhinestones. And then I saw this butterfly. I wanted to stick it on a book somewhere. So it was so many. So I had to actually put that up because I kept telling myself, no, no. So this is what I have so far. I kind of stuck a lip glue. You all can, yeah, you can see it. I stuck a lip glue on here, just a little bit, because I might not completely keep it on. But here's the next page. And don't forget, I wanted to leave some blank to be able to access the actual purpose for the book, which is the snail mail that's coming in. So I was able to do this page. And okay, this page, and then here I done this one, this page, and I had some stickers. I was so happy to find them stickers. So it was like half this page left over, and I was able to add this brown with it, and I was able to also, I had these stickers that I had. So it is good to have stickers. So I had some stickers, and I able to kind of outline it, the page. And then I left this one blank. Yeah. And I left this one blank. And here, you know what I did to this page? I literally just lifted it up and stuck this in. So whatever I get, and I wanted to keep them together because I had them on another page, but it reminds you of a book. And I wanted to keep them together. So whatever I get, I would be able to add little notes in here because it look like the background of writing. So I be able to add little notes. And so I really liked it that. And, oh, that's a whole page. I almost tore this up. So this right here, this was actually something that came in the mail. It was the outside of an envelope that I saved. And I just used the envelope. And I glued it down. Well, I ain't ready for that page yet. And I glued it down. And so what I do is add like a little note or maybe make a pocket on top. But I really liked it, the page, because it reminds you of flowers in the garden. And I leave like the bless you, and I maybe add something here to cover there. I did pull out some ribbons as some ideas. And this is not saying I'm going with it, but then I had some green. So I have all of these. We'll work on those a little bit at a time. Maybe I need to have a separate day for the journal. And I was happy with this. I'll be able to cover this up. So for instance, where it say right on, you'll never know. And I like, God bless you for your generosity. And you would never know this came in the mail that I actually used for received something. And I just hide the other things. Not with that, but just as an example. And then this one is the last page. And what I did was I used the same pattern of paper. And I stuck this blue on here. I didn't want it to use blue, but that blue just kind of, the yellow washed it out where the blue highlighted the butterflies. And I used these other little stickers, flamingo, and this lizard, and some leaves. So it really made the page really just stand out, that blue did. And I will come back with maybe some kind of trim as an example. And then I will add something to the effect of even, not to say I am, but just even something like this. Even if I do white, because I want to do something white and add a note. But you never know. You never know. So far, I could stick this right here since it come off the other page and maybe make it something I do with it. And that's it. Now, I did have this paper. This is actually from a book. And I really liked it. And I just stuck it in here. I didn't do anything with it. But I really liked it the way that looked. I'm not going to do anything with it yet. And I had a lot of these pages. So I think that's enough now to get started. That once the first comes, I'm going to put this up just on the desk. And then I had this too in there. I didn't create this, but it was so nice. Maybe it came in a lot. And it was actually looked like it was an envelope. So that was nice to have and make a pocket out of. And that's it, you guys. So we've got enough pages to at least get, I'm gonna move this out the way. I don't need that. So we've got enough pages to at least get started. And I'm happy about that. And so it'll be out around the first week of September. So we can get busy on our journal. And until next time, what is this? Yeah, that's the front. Where did it come from? Let me see. So until next time, that must came off a page because that wasn't there at first. Maybe from some of that glue. Well, I'll take that off. You guys remember to stay humble and kind because someone needs it and they need it from you. So just stay tuned. I see you guys Tuesday. Bye for now.